Hello, I am Frank Kasapa, an instructional designer and technologist for the University of Ghana. We welcome all freshers to the Premier University and the #1 university in West Africa according to the ranking by the Times Higher Education. This orientation is to introduce you to online teaching and learning at the University of Ghana. This is going to be a core part of your study in the university. Hence, we'll be taking you through the Sakai learning management system. When you have any internet connected device, be it your laptop, smartphones, or tablets, you go into any of the browsers, that is Firefox, Chrome, Microsoft Edge, Safari. You can just log into any of the browsers. So I'm going to open one of the browsers. Let's say Chrome. Okay, Edge. I'm using Edge. And then I'll type Sakai, S-A-K-I-K-A-I. Sakai, S-A-K-A-I .ug.edu.gh in the browser this way. The browser can be Firefox, Chrome, Safari, Opera Mini, Microsoft Edge on any internet connected device. And as I said, it can be a laptop, it can be a tablet, it can be your smartphones. Once you have this, so we have all the most important is your username and password. Your username and password can be found on your admission letter. Your username or your ID, your username here becomes your ID, which is on your admission letter, student ID, and your password is your PIN provided on your admission letter. So you enter the username as your student ID, which is an 8-digit number. For example, and then your PIN. Once you've done that, you can view it. You can view before you log in. But please, your student ID and PIN should be a part of you. It should be in your memory. Wherever you go, you need it for your 4-year stay of study in the university. So please keep it in memory, your student ID and PIN. Login, after entering it here, you log in. You click login. Once you log in, it brings you to your home page. Sakai brings you to your home page. This is how your typical Sakai home page looks like. So you have the top right corner, your initials, account menu, where you can log out after using Sakai from here by clicking your initials. Please bear in mind, anytime you finish using Sakai on any device, even if it's your device, you can log out. And notifications are also by it. The notification tab, you see it by it. Now, if you want to see your registered courses, your subjects that you are reading for the first semester, which are pre-registered in your MIS, they are on your proof of registration. If you have any difficulty, you can get in touch with the help desk at UGCS or your seniors, if they are around, to help you with your pre-registered courses, where you can find them. Sakai picks it from the proof of registration on your MIS automatically, and you can view your courses at the view all side, top right corner, the 9 dots. View all side, click on it, and you see your registered courses. You get to know the semester you are in, academic year. So Sem 1, 2024-2025 academic year. So if you want to access one of your courses, you just click on any of them. You click on, let's say I want to access Econs 101 or UGRC 110. You just click on it this way and it opens the course site for you. This is how a general course site will look like. When you click on the course site under the view all site, it's displayed at the left pane of your screen. There are tools under each course site. There are tools, which is overview tool, syllabus tool, lesson tool, calendar. I will demonstrate the use of all these tools under each course. Hence, let's go to, if I want to switch to another course site, for instance, I go back to view all sites to the top right corner, the 9 dots, view all site, switch to another course site. And you see that a typical, all the course sites have the same tools under them: overview, syllabus, lessons, calendar. I'll talk about the most important tool, but I'm just taking you through the various tools under each course site. All right, so let's see how a typical course site looks like. So good. If this is how a typical course site looks like. If you are a main campus student, you usually see the course code. For instance, Econs 2111, first semester 2024-2025. This is when you see the one here represents main campus. If you see Econs 2114, that means you are a city campus student. If you see Econ 21130, you are a distance students. So let me just use one of the course sites to demonstrate how a typical course site looks like on your Sakai page. This is how a typical course site looks like. At the overview, you get to know the details, the course title, the course code. This is the course code UGBS 303, the course title, Computer Applications in Business. This is the lecturer's name, Dr. Champon-Wusu. The department is in and it's male. So each student will be on a registered course site. So if you are part of this course code, what the course is about, the lecturer will provide what the course is about. Your objectives at the end of the course will all be provided. The syllabus under each course, you have a syllabus. The syllabus is a course study guide or the course outline. So you can click on it and get information on whatever will be treated within the semester. So you can open it and go through the course syllabus or the study guide to get to know whatever will be treated, and the instructions. Please read the instructions. It's key. You get to know what will be treated each week, the materials needed, the books needed to read. It will be provided in the study guide or course outline and the syllabus. Then I move to the weekly sessions, the weekly activities. So they call it lessons. How each week what you'll be treating. So typically, not all the course sites is organized this way, but this is how a typical course site looks like. Each week, what you'll be treating: week session 1, session 2. So week 1 is session 1. Week 1, you'll be talking about computer application in business. You get to know the objectives. You can download the slides, lecture slides for each week. Please, you have to read the contents as well. Sometimes the lecturers embed videos you have to watch. For example, there's a video embedded you have to watch. Week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5, week 6, week 7, week 8, up to week 13. So depending on the number of weeks taking the course for are provided. However, after the sessions, we have the announcement tool. Please, the announcement tool is very important. That's where the lecturer will be communicating to you. Don't just be there. Be just checking your announcement. What is there? So after announcement tool, we move to the resource tool. Resource tool is where the lecturer uploads lecture slides, study materials, books, images, videos for you to download. So you can see here the lecture slides are provided in the resource folder. You can download them and go and study them. So the resource tool is important. Every time you go to any course site, check the overview, check the announcement, check the resource tool. What materials have been provided? What books have been provided? What lecture slides have been provided? And you should be doing this regularly. Don't be doing it weekly, regularly. Discussion tools. So after the resource tool, we talk about the assessment tools. So the assessment tools are the discussions, the assignments, and the tests and quizzes. These are for assessments. So the lecturers can be your lecturers can be engaging you through assessment using these three tools: discussion, assignment, and test and quizzes. Usually, assignments and test and quizzes are used. So, to check if you have any assessment, please click on test and quizzes. However, announcement will be provided via the announcement to if there is going to be an impending test and quiz or an assignment. After you've been assessed through the discussion to assignment or test and quizzes, you see the grades, your score in the grade book. So the lecturer would activate the grade book for you to see your grades. So this is how a typical grade book looks like. So you can check your performance in the grade book. Site info. Some of the courses, the student population is great, is big, is large. So you are categorized into groups. So if, for instance, a particular course, the lecturer says go to Sakai and join a group, for instance, you go to UGRC 110 or 150, navigate to site info, and then look through the various groups. See which one will favor you. Check your timetable. See which one will favor you, and then you join the group under site info. So the groups will be displayed below here. And then yours is to just click join now to join a group. And in Sakai, on the course site, on a typical course site, every course site had a communication tool. We have the email, commons, and then the chats. These are the communication tools. Email, commons, and the chats. Okay? So you can basically communicate with the lecturer through it works like a typical mail, sending a mail through the mail. Commons works like the communication tools I said as the emails, commons, and chat room. Common works like a WhatsApp platform. It can be activated where students can engage the lecturer or communicate among yourselves. But please, you should be mindful of the text you put there because the lecturer can see whatever happens there. Chat room also works like a normal chat room for every. You can put a chat there. Hello. So whatever you put in the chat room, the lecturer can see, all right, and he can respond back to it. So basically, this is how a typical course site looks like. And I'll say that always on a particular course site, you go to the overview, check your syllabus, check your weekly lessons. However, if there are no weekly lessons, check your resources. Resource 2 can contain the lecture slides, books, ebooks, articles, videos, so you can check regularly and download them. And I talked about announcements, where the lecturer engages students using the announcement tool. Then the assessment tool, assignments and tests and quizzes, but usually, and then discussions. Usually, the tests and quizzes is used as well as the assignment. Sometimes some also engage students through the discussion. Debates, discussion works like the debate, so debate assessment. So basically, these three, discussion, assignment, and tests and quizzes, are used for assessments. Gradebook is where you check your grades. And then site info, if the class is a large class and the lecturer tells you to go and join a group because it's divided the class into groups, you click on site info and you see the various groups you belong to, and you click join now to join a particular group. But you check your timetable to check a group which is favorable to you. If you want to communicate with the lecturer, use the email on Sakai. You use the email tool to communicate with the lecturer. So basically, this is how a typical Sakai course site is. When you are done, remember, using Sakai anywhere on any device, please, when you are done, you log out. Do not leave it open. When you are done, you log out. And do not give your credentials, your student ID and PIN to any friend, any colleague. When you do that, you compromise your credentials. Please, this is it, and thank you for your time. Welcome, and all the best.